Hi there, I'm here to present our game, Sick World. So, starting off, what was Sick World's concept? Well, pretty much it's a game where you have an attacker force and a defender force, and they're fighting on planet Earth. We have two versions, a simple version where you fight only in the US, and the other version, which is the 10 by 10 version, where you fight on the whole world. For inspiration, what initially got us the idea of it being a game where you fought for the world was Plague Inc. Evolve, which is a mobile game where you spread diseases and yeah, you try to destroy the world. Well, we also took quite a lot of inspiration from Santorini, in special their cards, which they have the basic game, and then you have these cards which change the game dramatically, and that's kind of what we try to do with our special cards. And it also gave us a little bit of an inspiration to do our objective cards. So the prototypes evolved from very simple cards where you had attacks that were based on rounds. So, for example, if you did an orange attack, that was an attack, or you wouldn't do an orange attack. It had an effect. For example, the main card turned orange and two houses around it turned yellow. What that originally meant was that you had 2 rounds pretty much to turn the yellow into a red. If you didn't do that, it would turn into a yellow. If you didn't turn the yellow a higher level in 1 round, it'd go down to the basic level. So it was different in that it was round based instead of level based, how it is now. And the attacker was the only one that had definitive tokens, which were the red ones, which couldn't be changed. So it was more geared towards the attacker, but that didn't seem to make the game all too interesting for the defender for the most part. Uh, so we changed it to a level based, um, and that's what you see here with the level based houses and attacks. After that, we added a specific condition if it was played in a certain zone or if it affected a certain level of zones. Uh, and those extra effects are different, so there might be a main card repeated with the same main effect but different side effects. And then we turned the whole game to English because it was originally until the very end all in Portuguese, and then at the last second we decided to turn it all into English. We pretty much had one person played who was English, and we decided, well, that didn't go well. Let's make it all English so she can understand. We also have here an amount of game boards and the changes they went through. Pretty much it was mostly that the zones weren't clear enough at the beginning. Then we tried to clear it up, then we cleared it up again, and then we made the colors more neutral because having some colors matching some tokens made people think that they had something to do with each other before they really knew the game. We had 3 playtesting sessions. First one was in person, second one was on Tabletopia, and the third one was on Tabletopia with juries. Like I said, originally it was a level-based system, and it was changed to a token system. We also decided to buff almost every single card. They were much smaller in area originally when they had their effects based on rounds. The game was also much longer. Then we also decided to add a lot more attacks that affected lines and columns. They were mostly affects a single area and a couple around it. And now we have a lot more of affects a column or affects a row or some others. We also uh, got to incorporate yellow and orange houses in checkpoints, which originally only had the reds in mind because the reds were the ones that mattered, the ones that were fully destroyed. So we completely ignored the yellow and orange in the checkpoints. But since now the reds were reversible, which was also another point, we had to swap that and make yellows and oranges also matter. And from the first playtesting session, there also came the idea for an extra way to win, and we come up with objective cards for that, which I really like personally. Um, so from the second playtesting session, which was digital, it was mostly to make things clearer on the board, like I said, and make dice neutral. For example, we had different colored dice, a green, a red, and I don't remember what the other color was, but people thought they had meaning. So since we want people to choose, we made them all neutral. We simplified the rules, and from here came the necessity to again have things that are permanently destroyed, so we can count it easily on the checkpoints. Because otherwise, it was too hard, and they could go so far away that it was really hard to develop checkpoints. So we developed an extra level for each, where each player had houses that couldn't be destroyed or restored um, permanently. So from there, we went to the third playtesting session, and it was again more of making things clearer uh, on one aspect or two. And a main thing that the teacher said, and that we really liked, was that it originally you rolled 3 dice, and those were the dice you had, and that's what you chose. But now we roll the 3 dice, and you can choose however many you want, considering your cards in the zones you want and the objective you have. Then you can roll again and take however many dice you want from that that you have left, and you can roll a third time and do the exact same thing as well, which really adds a lot more choice or illusion of it in the game, which is quite nice. Here we have an example of our 2 game boards, the 6x6 and the 10x10. Here are some backs of cards, the game items, which are the token and die. Here we have how the levels go. So it starts with no token to for the defender, a green token, a blue token, and a violet token. Violet tokens cannot be reversed. And for the attacker, a yellow, orange, red, and black, and the blacks cannot be reversed. Yeah, here's just another explanation of that. So, how does the game start? Well, the attacker takes 1 card of each type into his hand, as well as one of his attack objectives. And the defender is the same, except for his defense objectives and his cards. That's all I need for the preparation on the normal version. For the normal version, with the special variation, it's the exact same thing, except each player takes a special card from their shared special card pile. So, how to play the game? Pretty much, you roll the dice. You can roll them up to 3 times, and you can choose however many you want from each. For example, you can roll. You can decide to take no dice, roll again, decide to take 2 dice, and then roll the third one. You have to take it. Or you can roll 3 and take them all immediately, or roll the 3, take 1, then roll the other one, take 1, and then the third one, and take the third one again. So here, for example, we rolled 4-4-2, and we decided to choose that. We can play and we decided to play the card type of 4, which is Rebel Forces. But from how it is right now, with these die, we could have played the cards of type 4 or type 2. And if we chose type 2, we'd be forced to play on a house 4-4. For the defender, it's the exact same thing again. You do it, you roll it, and you decide what card type to play in each zone and what specific tile in that zone according to that. And it's really up to you to see what card matters most to you. Also, take into account your attack or defense objectives, and if it's too hard or if it's just not going your way, maybe just consider going for the black or violet token route to quickly win the game. So for the game ending, it's either the checkpoint system or by completing your objective card. For the advanced version, it's pretty much the same thing, except the games take longer, the checkpoints are longer, and it's all around longer. So with all that in mind, I hope you liked our game and our quick overview of it. If you want, we have the 3-minute demo of it on YouTube as well, and it will be linked here. And yeah, hope you liked us, and hopefully we'll get to play our game soon.